Yeah, guys, welcome back. Good day for the Bears. In all phases of the game, we performed at a high level. We were extremely efficient on offense. Outside of that the second drive that stalled with the field goal, I believe we put the ball in the end zone every single time. Jordan Pashot was really good at quarterback. I think he was 17 for 24, had a really high QB rating that day, and he saw the field extremely well. He was able to maneuver around and make some things happen. You saw the late touchdown to Jakari, which was a great throw. And again, he kept his eyes down the field and maneuvered in the pocket a little bit. A signature day for Jacardier Wright. He was able to get the run game going behind that O-line that played tough, physical, aggressive, was able to move the line a little bit. And then defensively, we were able to do what we wanted to do in regards to creating turnovers. We were better on third down, better on fourth down outside of the one touchdown we gave up. And a good day all around. If we can play like that and continue to build on that performance, I think we'll have a ton of success moving forward. This weekend, obviously homecoming game, everybody is excited around here. We had a good talk yesterday as a team that homecoming is for the fans and the students and the alumni and everyone else. We're a part of homecoming festivities in regards to what we're supposed to do on Saturday. Our job during homecoming week is to provide happiness for everyone else and win the football game. So we need to make sure we got our heads down, grinding in practice, making sure we understand what we need to do to get that done. Murray State is a good football team. I don't think their record indicates how good they are. They've got a really good quarterback that runs around, makes things happen with a big arm, good athletes around him. Defensively, they'll be stemming in and out of 3-down, 4-down fronts. They'll be aggressive on that side of the ball. Coming off a tough loss to SIU, again, when you really watch that game, and the reason I say that I think they're better than their record holds is because they turned the ball over twice inside the 5-yard line going into score and still kept the game respectable. So excited about the challenge ahead. Our guys are excited and pumped up and ready to continue to keep the momentum rolling. Always good to get back in front of our home fans.
This is another team that struggles to defend the run. What did you see from your guys' run game that could carry over week to week?
Yeah, I think they're similar front-wise to Western, which will be good for us having 2 consecutive weeks with some 3-down front looks. A lot of our run game should carry over nicely, and then add a few wrinkles here and there to be able to exploit a few things. I think our O-line has some moxie to them now in regards to being able to be efficient and knock guys off the ball and be physical. I think that'll be tremendous for us in going into Saturday.
You like the word moxie. I've heard you use that throughout. I haven't heard it much until you got it.
I love the word moxie. I think it's important for your football team. I think it's important for life. It's kind of moxie, contagious confidence. We have quite a few buzzwords in our program that we like to use. We want to be different. One thing about O-line, you see O-lines that have been really good throughout the years and traditionally, and they carry themselves different. You've got the moxie to be different. You've got, again, contagious confidence. People want to play for you. They believe in you. I believe in all those things. So, and it's a cool word, moxie. Sounds good.
How do you define it? How do you know it when you see it?
Moxie is it's kind of undefinable. You just got it or you don't. It's one of those things that, again, all great leaders that you want to follow have it. You carry yourself a certain way that makes people believe in you without even opening your mouth. You look people in the eye, you're a respectable person, and that's what you need to have to be a good football player.
Coach, victories aren't guaranteed, but I think most of us expected y'all to win the game like you did against Western Illinois because they're just not a great football team. So how do you carry over what you did Saturday into this game with Murray State? How do you get that to carry a whole week away?
Yeah, winning is hard. You hope to expect to win every game, but we celebrate them all the same because you need to take 24 hours and enjoy the fruits of your labor and enjoy what it took to get that W. But I think it was the manner in which we won the football game gives us the most hope and encouragement moving forward in regards to, again, being efficient in every phase of the game, being able to put the ball in the end zone on offense, taking care of the football on offense, and then taking it away on defense. This is another thing that I mentioned over and over and over is the turnover battle. We have to continue to win the turnover margin, and that will lead to increased success.
Do you guys ever talk about what the guys watch on their days off? Like yesterday, right? The Eagles turned the ball over 4 times. They lose to the Jets. Niners lose to the Browns, right? Turnovers are obviously a pivotal thing you can't do. What do you guys do to do just more than talk about not turning the ball over? Like, how do you guys fundamentally instill that in them?
Yeah, both sides of the ball. We have takeaway circuits on defense. We have ball security drills on offense that we do every single week. It has to be emphasized in practice. Every period of practice, it's good on good, meaning team drills. We make sure that the defense is punching and raking at the football, and the offense has it high and tight, making sure that they're taking care of the football. And same thing with the pass Skelly group sessions. You want your quarterbacks to be able to look down the field, make good decisions, and take care of the football.
One of the things that you've emphasized this year is getting after the quarterback, disrupting the quarterback. You couldn't possibly have asked for a better day than what you got out of Devin Gorey. 3 sacks on the day on Saturday.
Yeah, shout out to Devin. He was going to come join us today as well, but he has he's putting a student athlete today. He's got a group project that he's doing. He had an awesome day, and I was bragging on Devin to the rest of the group because he hasn't had a ton of numbers up to now, and he could have pointed blame. He could have said it was this guy's fault, that guy's fault, but he took it upon himself to get better every single week and identify the things in his game that he needed to improve on, and it showed up for him. That's what you want as a coach. You want guys that handle their business the right way, that take coaching and are more critical on themselves than you even have to be. You don't have to coach Devin super hard because he knows when he's clicking and he's doing the right thing and when he's not up to par for what he should be.
2 to 3 seasons going into this year, the offensive line was allowing over 4 sacks a game, and right now it's allowing just 1. It's top 15 in the country in that stat. Just what is it about this line that it was able to flip that and make it a strength instead of one of the worst in the country? Yeah,
I think the emphasis placed on it in the offseason was huge. A lot of times what you emphasize is what you get out of the guys, and Javio's back there. He made the switch from defensive line to offensive line. We brought him some good pieces to add to the O-line, and they've gelled really well. I think they mesh well. I think they believe in the guys, either guy taking snaps behind him, which is important, and I think that they kind of know where he's going to be, which is great. Jason Shelley was a really good quarterback. Sometimes you lose track of him because he's so fast, and you don't know where the pocket moves to, if that makes sense. With these guys and our quarterbacks, they understand exactly what the protection entails and where they need to go with the football and be timely about it. And I think our quarterbacks are getting the ball out of their hand. I think they're doing a good job making quick decisions and being effective moving the football down the field. That's a huge part of it as well. And I'm going to say one more thing because this is important too. Our running backs have been tremendous in pass pro. All the pro guys that come and watch our backs and watch us, again, have team drills, they always mention, our guys' ability to step up in pass pro and protect our quarterback because that's invaluable at the next level, and I think they've done a good job showing that.
6 games in, you're 2-4, Murray State's 2-4. How would you assess where the bulk of your younger players that are getting their feet wet, where do you say they're at now to where your expectation is for the season so far?
I think we're improving every day. I think it's been good to see them, and I've said this before in these press conferences as well, sometimes the best lessons are learned through pain. The first few games we felt quite a bit of pain in some situations, and they've learned from it and they've grown. And I think they've really understood that the young guys I'm referring to, you can't just show up and it clicks for you on Saturday. You actually have to study film. You have to go in and talk to your position coach about the things you're doing right, the things you need to get corrected. And you really have to pour into the sport in order to get anything back from it. And that's been good to see them mature a little bit because, we're halfway through the season. Yeah, they're young, but it's time to come on. You're not that young anymore. You've played 4 Division I football games. You've had time to get used to it. Let's roll.
Coach, it feels like a lot of these games you've either been a solid favorite or a solid underdog. With the exception of the UT Martin game, that certainly kind of felt like a toss-up. In this one, looking on paper, a lot of people are going to say it could be a close one as well. As you build this program, how important is it to just show that you're growing because you are winning those games that could be close like that?
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely want to win the close ones, and you want to win them all, regardless if you're favored, if you're dogs. All that stuff is kind of more for the fans, but I think we need to just understand to keep getting better within our program each and every week. I think you've seen some growth in different places come the different ball games, and we just need to continue moving forward, doing a good job of that, being consistent in practice, because I did not think we had a good week of practice the North Dakota State week. and we challenged the guys in regards to their practice, mannerisms, how you practice, how you take the field, your approach, your focus. We responded last week, and it showed on the game field. And I think we need to stick to what's been working for us in regards to that, and I think it'll show up against Saturday.
It's kind of a baptism by fire for Jordan Brichot here. And what are you learning about him as a starter now in the last few games, about what he does well and how to best put him in a position to succeed?
Yeah, he's a competitor. That's what I think I like the most about him. He's got some edge to him. The guys believe in him. He enjoys football. You see that on him as well. You see him having fun, being a vibrant part of our offense, which is great. And I think I said it to Corey after the game over the weekend in the gym, and Wyatt too maybe. The thing that I liked seeing most was the errant throws in the North Dakota State game that cost us severely. He learned from those decisions and either tucked the ball or threw it away in the game versus Western Illinois. And that is tremendous growth just in 1 week. So I guess to answer your question, one of the things would be his ability to learn and improve week by week. So I'm excited to see where he goes from here.
Do you have connections at Louisville still that you can lean on for some of the scout for this game?
Yeah, just a few. Yeah, I keep in touch with Brom. Ryan Wallace is our tight ends coach. Mike Cassidy, one of my mentors, is a defensive analyst. Dale Williams is an offensive analyst. Chris Barclay is their running backs coach. Young Brian Brom is our offensive coordinator. We've got ties through and through the program. I talked to them back when they played them originally, but they had a tough one versus Pitt, so I think they'll be kind of ready to get back on the winning track.
Ignoring your calls a little bit more?
No, I wouldn't say ignoring. Maybe they'll always be willing to help. They're good guys there. But we talked a little bit about Murray, and they were impressed with him as well. They liked the skill guys. They liked some of the things they did schematically. So we'll see if we can't put up some numbers like Louisville did.
Coach, I wanted to ask you about something that happened late in the game. There was such an eruption from the Bears sideline late in the game that my broadcast partner, Steve Savard, thought that there had been a fumble, a turnover, that something had happened. But it was Tavita getting a tackle, I believe.
It absolutely was.
Why was the reaction so huge to that? And talk a little bit about the camaraderie that this team has.
Yeah, I think that speaks to our team. And I told the guys that's one of the things that pumped me up most in the whole game. We were blowing them out. We were way up. We had got some subs in, and every single starter was on the white line cheering their teammates on, watching them have success, because we try to preach in our program that every single person, you're either making yourself an asset or a liability. And the way Tavita has taken his approach, he's a fifth-year guy. He's done, and he has worked harder than anyone else on scout team to give us a great look week in and week out. And our guys see that, and our culture and our program understands that it's everyone has a place, everyone has value within the program. And to see him, he's an offensive lineman, guys, and he got a tackle on defense because we're short bodies. There was no one else to put in the game. So we took him on the trip specifically for that. He got in, got a tackle. The guys went crazy, just loved it. Like you said, I thought we were going to have a Rudy moment. Maybe they carry him off the field. That was really cool. It was special.
Coach, 2 weeks ago after North Dakota State, some could call it almost a panic moment where you said, hey, I told the guys, there's nobody coming in the door wearing the S on the chest, right? You got to do it. So how do you feel they took that, ingested it, and processed it, and put it out there on Saturday?
Sure. I think it was less panic and more reality and honesty with them. No one was panicking about, look out for the rest of the schedule. It was more of, hey, guys, this is what we have. Injuries are going to come and go. We need you guys to step up and make plays. And it was a challenge to not only the players, the staff as well. Because, guys, this football is the best team game there is, but it's basically the best organizational game there is. Everyone has to be on their game every single week, and we have to continue to improve together to get this program where we want it to go.
Do you feel like they accepted that challenge and they were able to understand it was good criticism as opposed to personal attacks?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I've been with the group long enough that they kind of know my way, and they know that I'm pretty brutally honest with them about where we stand, what we need to improve on, what's good, and that's how we are here. I think that they did a nice job of, like you said, responding. And I think that's why they came out with such a good week of practice, because they knew we're totally capable. No one's running away from a challenge. Everyone wants to step up and do their part to get this thing turned.